the three best chest exercises that you can do with gym rings, in my opinion. Hi, I'm Jonathan Pritchett, Theology, Geek, Fitness. This video, I'm going to go over my three favorite chest exercises that I do with gym rings. They're typically the only three that I ever do with gym rings. That's kind of a theme when I give you my three best. They're typically also the three only that I do. I mean, every now and then I throw in, I change it up here and there, maybe swap one of these three out with one other one, or maybe two. But really, I stick to the same three exercises, no matter, whatever gym equipment I'm using, whether it's a sandbag, gym ring, suspension trainer, resistance bands, or whatever. I have my favorite exercise movements that I do with them, and those are typically the ones I stick with. So when I'm using gym rings, my first favorite by far is my second favorite exercise, period, is I like to do dips. Now, I know that you get some triceps in there, works really good too, and a lot more because you're trying to stabilize yourself, and ring dips are pretty tough, and if you angle just right, you can be more chest focused with it. And man, I just love doing ring dips. And if you can see from the B-roll, not the best at it yet. I've been doing them for years now, and still, they're a challenge, especially when you start getting into multiple sets with high reps. Yeah, they can be a challenge, and I love that challenge. Love doing ring dips. So that's my first favorite. My second favorite, of course, is going to be my favorite way to do push-ups. Ring push-ups is king of push-ups, in my opinion. And so even though dips are my second favorite exercise next to pull-ups, so dips has to take the number one spot, ring push-ups are definitely the best version of push-ups you could do. And in fact, if you can get your feet off the ground on something like a plyo box or something and do kind of a decline push-up to hit the upper chest, oh man, it's just the best way to do push-ups. And man, they are challenging, but they light your chest up because of that instability on the rings. Highly recommend ring push-ups. Second best exercise, period. And of course, for your chest, with rings, period. Anyway, the third best exercise, in my opinion, with rings to work your chest is going to be chest flies. And I tell you what, the more you start leveraging your body and get into these steeper angles, the tougher and tougher these things are. The ring flies are probably for some reason, unless you have a dual anchor suspension training system, ring flies are way better than like TRX flies by far. I know a lot of people think suspension training type flies are not that great, but you can't say that about rings, or perhaps a dual anchor suspension training either, which are essentially just doing what gym rings do anyway. But I think that chest flies on rings are the best body weight chest fly that you can do, unless you're just using weights. But I think, again, I like that better than like using dumbbells or like my sandbag filler bags to use them as dumbbells to do chest flies that way. Certainly like it better than a pec deck machine. Certainly like it better than doing flies with cable pulleys and filler bags and stuff, trying to mimic that stuff. Just using a set of rings doing flies, I mean, they are a solid chest exercise. So, I mean, rings pretty much. I mean, I know a lot of people might have trouble with the ring dips and ring push-ups and even the ring chest flies. But when you work on those, they are some of the three best chest exercises, period, among all kinds of equipment. Big, expensive gym machines for pec deck flies, barbell bench press, dumbbell chest press. I'm sorry. And if you progress them with weight, add a weight vest or something like that, or even resistance bands, using resistance band to resist the dips or resist the push-ups or resist the chest flies, you can do it. But a weight vest adds a lot too. Rings are just, in my opinion, some of the best ways to work your chest among all equipment, period. So I think I've made that point. So yeah, those are my three favorite dips: ring push-ups and the ring chest flies. So go give those a whirl. Rings aren't that expensive. You can find gym rings for $30 at Academy Sports, and they're pretty rock solid. I've done a review on the BCG rings or whatever. I reviewed the Neo rings. I've reviewed the Bars Grips rings. So, yeah, you can go get a set of rings, and if you can find a place to hang, I know that's always the hang up about rings is where do you hang them? They can hang off of a doorway pull-up bar and you'll be just fine. So, yeah, don't let that stop you. Get a doorway pull-up bar and some rings, and you can work your chest like crazy with just those 3 exercises: ring dips, ring push-ups, and chest flies. So there you go. Those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? What are your favorite chest exercises to do with gym rings? Let me know in the comments. Like the video if you like the video. Click the dislike button if you didn't like the video. Don't really care either way. If you want to support what we're doing at Theology Geek Fitness, you can do that by, 1, subscribing to the channel, because a lot of you who watch this channel and watch my videos are not subscribers. Please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Hit the notification bell, and that'd be great too. And you can also support it financially by going to patreon.com/theologygeekfitness. Consider doing that. You get all kinds of bonus content, get in on the gear giveaways and all that I do 4 times a year. Lots of cool stuff there. $1 gets you in the door. $10 and above patrons get in on the gear giveaways and some other bonuses. But there's hundreds of workout videos there. A lot of stuff, even just for $1. So please consider doing that. I appreciate it, just like I appreciate you watching this video. We'll see you in the next one. God bless.